Good morning. Okay, today I thought we would talk about Cabochon versus faceted. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? So these are both emerald and diamond rings. Neither of them are cheap. They're super pretty. The stones are super green and saturated, but the Cabochon, as you can see, is a very simple, almost like a pebble kind of a design, right? It's just a dome. There's no flat surface on it. Whereas when it's faceted, this oval has a table, culet, crown facet angles, all that kind of stuff. Crown facets, not angles. When I was looking, I was like, okay, well, it was really easy to find a lot of things to show you to kind of illustrate the point. These are pink sapphires, both like a bubblegum pink, one that's cut in a cabochon and one that's faceted. I have the amethyst, look at them. Such pretty color. I have ruby, la-di-da-di. And then I also have a really big, really lovely sapphire example. Okay, so why would you cut in a cabochon and not actually facet it? Do y'all know why? Normally you do it because clarity is an issue. So if the stone isn't particularly clean, you're not going to usually facet it. You're normally going to cut it in a cabochon. Cabochons run less risk of, I don't know how to say this, maybe that's not accurate anyway. Just you can have all the inclusions in a cab stone and it doesn't matter. They're just going to cut it in the best shape they can, best possible, highlighting the color, very simple kind of perspective for the cutter. Instead of thinking about something like this, where you're worried about not just maximizing size and color, you're also trying to make the clarity best possible, because it's kind of sad when you look through a table and you see a big inclusion, but with the cab stone we don't care. You almost don't see them, just the cut just kind of masks it. But any of these stones, if you did cut them in a faceted stone, you would end up seeing, it would look like dead. It wouldn't be very sparkly. But when you cut it in the cabochon, it just gives you this beautiful like glowy color. They look like jelly beans. I love cabochons. I always have, not just, I mean, I love jewelry, duh. But I love cabochons because they have some kind of primitive, childlike quality to them that it just doesn't, you can just imagine rooting through the dirt or in a mine or something and seeing this glowing mineral and being like, oh my God, I want this, I need to own it. These all have this quality about them. The color's so true and so vivid, and you almost don't get distracted by things like clarity. It's just literally like this beautiful pebble. When they're faceted, you're going to get a lot more sparkle. You're going to get a higher quality stone usually, and you're going to get also really good color, but you're getting a lot of other things. And I think that as much as I like faceted stones, there's something about the really primitive appeal of a cab that speaks to me because I'm a rock person. I just love them. They just look like the best examples of rocks, right? I mean, I want all of it. So the diamonds really bring out the sparkle on the side stones, but when you look at the actual colored stones, when you look at them, do you see what I mean with the cabochons? They're just so vivid and bright and simple, you know? Also really good for daytime. We also cut cabochons a lot in like jaspers and chalcedonies and onyxes and all those kinds of stones, but we do cut gemstones in cabs too. It's just, there's different reasons, and you just, again, you kind of just trust the cutter.